My name is Satvik, and on the behalf of the whole HackVenture team, we're super excited to have you here, and we cannot wait to see what you all create. When we started HackVenture during this pandemic, our main goal was to unite the world for a global cause. And for us, we did this impact by using technology in the development of innovative solutions. And we're super happy to say that we did so. We have reached more than 150 plus registrants, around 200 hackers from 15 plus different countries all over the world. These hackers range from high school students all the way to college students, all with the same mentality, the will to innovate. With such diversity, we're super excited to see the load of talent and see what you all create. Now to talk a little bit about what HackVenture is and what our main goal is during this week. HackVenture is a week-long online startup hackathon, which means our goal is not only to help build a developer and hacker community, but also to build this level of entrepreneurship and help your projects provide substantial community impact. By providing this platform, we're not only helping you push your hackathon projects out into the real world, but we will also be providing substantial impact to affected communities and the world during these unfortunate times. So how will we go about providing this platform? We'll be doing this by employing three different methods. Our first method is by acting as a bridge between hackers and experienced mentors. This addressed the main issues that we saw with hackathons, which is there is no deep connection between experienced individuals and the hacker itself. And because of this, many awesome innovations and some of the best hackathon projects out there sit stale after the hackathon event. And that is what we're trying to fix at HackVenture. So during this week, we've lined up an awesome list of speakers who are all experienced in the startup and tech industry, and they'll talk about their experience and important lessons they've learned. We definitely urge everyone to join these webinars, as you will have the chance to personally talk to them and ask questions that you have. Our second method is to help catapult projects after the hackathon. This means providing awards and prizes to help motivate you to keep your project going even after the week is over. This will all be done by helping you develop great relationships with your fellow like-minded participants, which is why we have created a schedule and our program around that similar mindset. We deeply encourage and recommend that you all join our Discord server so that this type of networking is possible for you. Our last method, very similar to what we said before, is to cultivate this community around hackathon and startups. We've seen over the past couple years the hackathon and developer community grow, and we're very proud to see that happen. However, we've also seen in the background this entrepreneurial mindset grow amongst the individuals in this community. Because of this, many projects are starting to scale and hackers are beginning to test the boundaries of where projects can go. Therefore, another main goal we're trying to solve is providing that platform to cultivate this type of curiosity, and in the end, adding more possibilities for substantial benefits to the world and the hacker community. So now let's talk a little bit about the exciting speakers we have. We're very excited to have an awesome lineup of speakers, as you can see here. Now to start it off with David Heinemeier Hansen, who is the creator of the well-known web framework that many of you probably know called Ruby on Rails, which has been the backbone for many well-known applications such as GitHub, Shopify, Airbnb, Square, and many more. David is also the co-founder and CTO of a web-based project management application called Basecamp. This year, David and his team at Basecamp launched a revolutionary new way of viewing email called Hey. He is also the best-selling author and an early adopter of remote work. We can't wait to have David Heinemeier Hansen speak at HackVenture on July 28th at 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific time. Next up, we have Dr. Astra Teller, who currently oversees Google X, Alphabet's moonshot factory for building magical, audaciously impactful ideas that through science and technology can be brought to reality. Before his tenure as a business executive, Dr. Teller taught at Stanford University and was an engineer and researcher for Phoenix Laser Technologies and Carnegie Group. Dr. Teller holds a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from Stanford University, Masters of Science in Symbolic and Heuristic Computation, also from Stanford University, and a PhD in Artificial Intelligence from Carnegie Mellon University, where he was the recipient of the Hertz Fellowship. Astro is also a successful novelist and screenwriter, and we can't wait to have him at HackVenture. And one of our younger speakers in our speaker list is Cliff Weitzman, the founder and CEO of Speechify, the #1 text-to-speech application in the world. Before Speechify, Cliff studied renewable energy engineering and economics at Brown University. During his entrepreneurial journey, he had a chance to attend the Stanford University StartX Accelerator program and has reached the very famous list, the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. Cliff is also a dyslexia advocate and has spoken to many influential figures, including Charles Schwab. We can't wait to have Cliff Weitzman speak at HackVenture on July 28, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time, and we believe everyone else should join this talk, as he's also has started a company as a young entrepreneur. Next up, one of our other younger speakers is Ari Nazem, a serial founder and human-centered designer from the Bay Area. He will be the class president for his junior year at Stanford University this fall, where he studies human evolution and design thinking. In high school, he started 2 companies called Swap, a rapid contact sharing, which raised $150,000 in VC funding, and Orion Creative, a visual storytelling firm that worked with the large and small companies, helping clients raise over $20 million in funding, and has worked with many influential figures in tech, like Peter Thiel. He currently works on Mirage, an interdisciplinary company that has invented the first robotic tattooing arm, and Chiron, a design thinking, education, and consulting firm that has run courses from LA and to Russia and developed the product of very successful startups such as January.ai. Next up, we have Dr. KG Ganapathy, a serial entrepreneur based in Silicon Valley. He was involved in various startups, including as one of the first employees and CEO at DAS Devices, which he sold to Applied Magnetics for around $150 million. He's a charter member of the Indus Entrepreneur, the world's largest nonprofit for entrepreneurship. KG has a PhD in Ohio State University and a bachelor's from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, both in materials engineering. He has nearly 50 issued and pending patents, and we can't wait to have him here at HackVenture. Now to talk a little bit about one of our women in tech leaders, Mrs. Divya Jain, who is an industry recognized leader in machine learning and artificial intelligence and has been featured in Forbes and Fortune magazine. She has 15 plus years of industry experience at various stage startups and Fortune 500 companies. She's currently serving as the engineering director for Sensei machine learning platform at Adobe, and she has also co-founded a machine learning startup, D-Loop, which was acquired by Box in 2013. She was nominated as one of the 25 most powerful engineers in tech by Business Insider, and she's very passionate about open sharing of knowledge, and we can't wait to have her here. Now to talk a little bit more about one of our more experienced speakers, Mr. Naeem Zafar, who's the founder and CEO of Telesense, an IoT company in Silicon Valley. His last company in enterprise mobility and security space, Blitzer Mobile, was acquired by Oracle. He's a faculty member in the UC Berkeley, where he teaches entrepreneurship and strategy. And we can't wait to have Mr. Naeem Zafar speak at HackVenture on July 29th, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. Lastly, we have Mr. Gurjeet Singh, who was the CEO and co-founder of Ayasti. As the CEO of Ayasti, he led a technology movement that emphasizes the importance of extracting insight from data. Gurjeet developed key mathematical and machine learning algorithms for topological data analysis as a graduate student in Stanford Mathematics Department, where he took his idea and got advice from Ayasti's co-founder, Professor Gunnar Carlson, to make Ayasti. Gurjeet was named by Silicon Valley's Business Journal as one of the 40 under 40 in 2015. Mr. Gurjeet holds a PhD in computational mathematics from Stanford University, and we're very grateful to have him here at HackVenture. We recommend everyone to join these talks, as they have as many of our speakers have a lot of experience in starting startups in the tech industry. Now that's a quick bio of all our speakers, but if you have any questions on our speakers, please feel free to ask us any questions through Discord, email, or Q&A after this keynote. Now let me hand it over to Yvonne to talk a little bit about our sponsors.